Right, so now I'm going to try and not fuck up the intro like the last time. No, no, no.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it with the bloopers.
Right, so, how am I going to start it? How am I going to start it? Hey everyone, how you doing? It is the... No, it's not. No. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Runescape Anonymous Podcast, episode number 2. Hosted by myself, the Gang of the Go, and the infamous Tbaginsnper.
Hey guys.
Hope you are all doing well. Before we get into the nitty gritty of the RuneScape Anonymous, I think it's going to be customary to just chat a bit of bollocks about ourselves. So, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, good man. You?
I mean, apart from potentially having COVID and potentially missing my holiday next year, no, next week. Yeah, I'm doing all right actually. I'm not too bad. A bit headachy, achy, that sort of shit. But we live to tell another tale, don't we? So,
I forgot about the holiday.
yeah. So it's definitely on. Well, it's not on hold. I mean, the missus and the kids will just go away without me, but
Hmm.
hopefully I'll be all right by Monday. I think I will. I'll just have to
Oh,
spend a bit of rest this weekend instead of doing a load of housework. Just a bit. I think it's a bit more of an excuse to sit around on the computer playing RuneScape more than anything, probably.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that. I like it.
Right. So talking about RuneScape, how have you been getting on in the world of Gillen or whatever it's called?
Yeah, in the beautiful world of Gillinord. Same as always, mate. Just trying to get my mining level up. I'm level 91 at the moment.
It's how far off 92.
I've got like 612k XP to go.
Ooh. So you've just. So judging by that, you've only just leveled to 91 then, roughly.
Literally just leveled up.
Nice, nice. What you mining? Where are you mining?
Just in the Motherlord on second. What is it? The second tier after you've unlocked it with your gold nuggets.
That is, I've never done Motherload. I've never been there. It might be. I might try it. I might do it.
It's good. It's good. I'd prefer to be higher mining level than smithing level because you get mining XP once you put the pay dirt through the machine.
Yeah.
That gives you mining XP plus what the mining XP that you get from mining it.
Okay.
Then there's like some water wheels which are like how they clean the pay dirt where they pan it and filter it.
Okay. Yeah.
There's two water wheels on there. Every now and then, both of them stop. You've got to repair them. Then you get smithing XP from repairing them. So it's quite a good AFK.
Okay.
Uh,
So what do you actually get from? No, what is it? I know it's not ores on the floor. It's like stuff on the wall, isn't it?
yeah. So basically, you mine the ore veins, but you don't get actual ores. You get what is called pay dirt.
Right, okay.
Then you get, for example, a full inventory, which is 28. Then
Yeah.
you go to like a deposit hopper.
Yeah.
You deposit that, and it pops up saying you've deposited how many pay dirt in the machine. You can't put any more in it until it's been processed, and it goes into the sack at the end of the machine, and
Right,
it
okay.
and it goes off of. I don't know if it goes off. It must go off your smithing level. No, not your smithing, your mining level. Because when you get a full bag of 28, it's not always the same amount of XP when you put it in the machine. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more.
Okay.
It's depending on because you get the ores plus you get golden nuggets, which you use down there on one of the NPCs, and you buy a prospector's outfit.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Is that and what do you get like extra mining XP or something like that with that outfit?
You get extra mining XP while you're in the mine, in
Yeah.
the Motherlord mine, and I also think it helps to stop it from degrading as quick, so you can obviously try and mine more.
Oh, okay. I get you. Fair enough. I mean, that's something I've never done. I've never done that or blast furnace. I've never really been a miner and a smither, which is strange because my free to play to bond series, I did an awful lot of smithing to the
Yeah,
point where I've got level 65 smithing at the minute on there. I think
yeah,
that's the
man.
highest I've ever gotten it.
Sweet, we're liking it.
So yeah, in regards to that, obviously now I am a member, so I'm about a day or so into my membership now on that account. Went down from obviously 10 mil to about 4 mil because I bought the bond for So I think it was 6.3.
Ooh.
Got a target in 2 weeks to get it back up to the 10 mil, so that essentially I make exactly what I spend, if not more, ideally.
Ooh, best start grinding.
Yeah, I mean, in a minute I'm doing cannonballs, so I bought 2k steel bars. I've got about 200 more steel bars to go, and then I've done 8k cannonballs, which is about 500k profit. You know, mainly been doing that AFK on my phone though, and that's the issue. Is like watching TV, I'm doing it, but I end up not focusing as much, and I'm not
Yeah.
doing as many as I could. But that's the whole point of the series. I'm not a content creator. I'm not on it 8 hours a day. I'm just doing a couple of hours here and there. So I
Yeah.
just want to show people that it can be done. So I'm doing that, and I think probably, to be fair, during this podcast, I'll probably end up getting that done. And I think I'm probably going to get my mage stuff and head over to the men in Edgeville just to get my magic up to level 7 so I can do the enchant sapphires, because I've got 3k sapphire rings to enchant as well.
Nice.
So I'll probably do that to get my magic up a little bit, and then do a bit of range and stuff like that. So I want to mix it up a little bit. I don't want to just do pure smithing and making jewellery like I did in the free-to-play. I want to try and vary some of the money makers and try and do a little bit of combat if possible in members.
Yeah, man. Bit of everything.
Yeah, that's it. You got to do a bit of everything, because I mean, it's some people will prefer the skinning methods and they can take that away from the videos. Some people prefer the combat and they can take that away. But I want to sort of kind of build an account which you could potentially go on and start using. But there would be a few things I do different. I mean, what I want to do is I want to get my magic level up so I can do Fairy Tale Quest Part 1, get all the requirements for that, because I want to get my farming up and get that, get the secateurs, the green whatever they are, so magic secateurs, so I can do some herbrons and stuff like that as well, because I think obviously they're really good money. We know that.
Yeah.
That was our thing for like a whole month solid, just every day herbrons. I went from 10 to 100 mil or something ridiculous in a month, and then I haven't done a single herbron since. My ad.
Neither have I. I've been to the farming guild once, and I've seen it. I've been like walked around and had a quick nostalgia trip, but I'm thinking, no, I can't even be bothered.
Yeah, I think I got bored of it after a while, because I was just doing, that's all I was doing. I was logging on at 6 o'clock in the morning, doing a herb run or a farming run, including strawberries and all that sort of stuff as well for
Yeah.
half an hour. And then logging on at lunchtime, then doing 2 at night, and that's all I was doing. And I think I got a bit bored by it.
That's where the money was.
Yeah, that's where the money is, and that's, I think, a perfect lead into today's episode. I think now that I'm in the members world, it's probably a good time to start talking about moneymakers. But firstly, probably specifically free to play. Now that I'm finished the free to play side of it, and then with a view to potentially in the next couple of weeks, once I've released the last episode of this series, to then start talking about some members moneymakers, maybe. Because I think around about that time, obviously, I'll have finished, and that's when we're gonna start looking into doing the hardcore Iron Man, aren't we? So,
The more you say it, the more I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to this at all.
yeah, I can't decide whether I want to do hardcore Iron Man to the point where I don't pay for membership and grind it, or whether I just pay for membership. I'm thinking to just pay for membership. I don't know.
Well, if you're doing hardcore Iron Man, you've got to do it ultra hardcore, where you got to do it everything yourself.
The thing is, I don't know if you can even buy bonds as a hardcore Iron Man.
You must be able to.
I think I need to. Can you buy bond in? Oh no, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I fucking remember now. You never used to be able to, and Jagex made made a change where you can use the GE as a hardcore Iron Man just to buy bonds. You can't sell bonds on there, but you can buy bonds on there.
Ah, that's it, because Torvester, he goes after member hardcores, doesn't
Yeah, but Torvester's getting thousands of videos, so he's probably just paying for membership. To be fair, mate.
he? Oh yeah.
You know, when he's got well, I think he's got 500,000 subscribers now on YouTube. I mean,
Nice.
if he could lend me a couple of 100, mate, I'd take that. You know what I mean? I'm
You on
on,
your way?
I think I'm on 1.3, no, 1.27k, 1.28k, something like
Torvester, eat your heart out.
that. Yeah, I'm coming after you.
He goes,
Right.
next plushie we're buying is yours.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, so, yeah. Hopefully, what I do is he'll see me walking around Runefest next year and go, "Oh my god, you're the gang to go, ain't you?" Well, yeah, I am. How you doing, mate?
Mate, can't wait. Front row seats.
I am looking forward to that actually. To see some, obviously, meeting some of the creators would be really good, but just seeing how involved people are actually in the whole RuneScape game in the community, because
Yeah,
it does at times feel very
botty.
yeah, very botty. So it feels very lonely at times. Like, I mean, at the minute I am in Edgeville. I'm doing obviously the cannibals. When I was on the free to play world, there must have been about 10 bots per world using this furnace. Now I'm
Oh,
in the members. There are two people that clearly aren't bots. Well, I say clearly aren't. They don't look like bots. One of them's level 120 and it's got like a 99 health points, HP hit points, but it's bloody cool cape. And the other one doesn't have a botty name, so there's a big difference between the free to play and the members worlds. Already seeing that. Right, money makers then. I did have a list, but I'll be honest, I can't find it. I think I may have left it at work, maybe. Who knows?
oh dear.
Um, I'm gonna go off some of the ones that I know. But I think I'll probably get you to maybe you think of one. You come out with one first of all, I reckon, because I've got loads and I don't want to steal them all from you.
What we're saying? Free to play or members?
Free to play first of all. I what I'd like to do is maybe try and talk about them in increasing skill level. So starting off with very low skill level. So, not like mining Brunite ore, for example.
Okay, well, first on the list has got to be one of the basic rules in RuneScape: killing cows.
Yeah, killing
Le
cows.
Killing cows, picking up the cow hides, bones, meat, banking everything, rinse and repeat until you've got however many you need.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, killing any sort of monster really can be quite profitable in a sense of such a low level, can't it? But like with cows, I mean, would you go as far as tanning the leather? Now, I don't know whether tanning the leather is profitable. I know at one point it was, and then it wasn't. Um, and if you're
Mm,
buying the cow hides, I don't think it is. But if you're killing them, then it's got to be profitable because you've got no cost of goods, have you? All you're paying is the price to tan it.
yeah.
That's,
I wouldn't go as far as tanning it. I'd just say to the extent of just killing them, collecting it, and banking it.
so a cowhide is right, cowhide. So hang on, leather is 266 GP, and a cowhide is 206. So actually, at the moment, it is profitable even to buy cowhides and then go and pay for it to be tanned. You get 59 GP profit per one. So in a sense, you would be killing the cows, paying 1 GP for it to be tanned into leather, and then you'd be making 265 GP per thing. So you'd only make an extra, and yeah, you only make an extra 59 GP. So is it really worth it? You
Yeah.
I,
I'd say no when you've got a green cash like 100 mil. That it doesn't really seem worth your time. But when you're a new player and you don't have the money, every GP counts. So you think, oh yeah, I will get 200 of these, 300 of these.
yeah, it's yeah. When such a low level, it might be, but obviously, what you got to take into account as well is the time running
Yeah,
to and from the bank, because obviously it's an Alcarid, so running from the bank in Alcarid all the way up to the tannery. Um, for what, an extra 59 or an extra 59 GP profit. I think, yeah, it depends on where your account is, really, I suppose. Realistically, I mean, cowhides daily volume of a leather is 265,000 are sold per day. Cowhides is slightly less, actually quite a bit less, 133k. So nearly double the amount of leather is sold in comparison to cowhides. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, obviously, apart from the cowhides, you're getting the bones as well, like you say. You're getting the meat. Now, if you're a low level account and you're looking to grow as well as making money, you're probably going to be burying the bones and maybe cooking the meat, so you'd only be benefiting from the cow hides, I suppose. But in itself, it's still fairly decent for, let's say, like a combat level 10 account, something like that.
Yeah, man. It's just obviously all the basic money makers in free to play. They're all heavily botted. So obviously the prices are dropping daily, and
Yeah.
like everyone just used to do shrimps, anchovies, and there were people doing salmon and fly fishing. They were
Yeah,
heavy.
salmon and trout. That's huge in barbarian villages. There's always loads
Yeah,
of people there. So obviously, in regards to bots, you get a load of bots killing cows. A lot of the time, the bots don't pick up the cow hides, so you might even get away with not even killing them. You could literally just run around grabbing a bag full of cow hides and buggering off to the bank.
yeah.
Obviously, you're not leveling your account up. You're only collecting an item, which sort of leads me on to the next thing, which I was going to mention is just collecting items. I mean, there's the beer glass in Enquiries you can collect for like 60k an hour or whatever it is. Um,
There was a bot spawn in where was it? Draenor Village, and they were picking up the tinder boxes from the where the wise
yeah,
old man was.
that's it. Yeah, pick the tinder box up, then you got to drop it, pick it up, drop it,
Yeah,
pick, and then yeah, rinse and repeat. Um, what else? If you go to Karamja, sometimes people drop their fish, like the lobster, not lobsters. I haven't really seen people drop lobsters, but I've seen a lot of people dropping tuna and swordfish. To be fair,
yeah.
but that's very much of a sort of hit and miss, because sometimes you'll see it, sometimes you won't. You'll be doing a lot of world hopping to find that.
Yeah.
What else can you collect? Is there anything else? Wildy. To be fair, there's loads of little drops in the wildy, aren't there? You got like the steel plate body. I don't know if that's in a members area or not. To be fair, but I know the runes. There's a couple of runes that aren't. I think there's a chaos rune spawn and maybe a nature spawn.
They've taken that chaos one out.
Have they? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
because people were just camping it.
okay, because I know there's cosmic as well, but I don't know if that's in a members world. I think that's over in the ice section. Um, is that members? Oh no, to be fair, there is a little bit of ice in the free to play, so it might be in there as well, actually. But I mean, you're not going to get a lot of money from it because it's the most basic, no skill required method. But a brand new account starting out, spending an hour collecting beer glasses for 60k for a little bit of a cash stack to buy some bits and bobs to get on going isn't too, you can't really moan at that, I suppose.
Talking of starter money, most people don't tell you about the stronghold of security.
They don't. I don't like doing the stronghold of security.
I know there's monsters down there which can be fun,
Scary.
but it's an extra 10k.
It is an extra 10k and some fancy colourful boots if they still give them out. I think they do.
Colour of is it fighting boots?
Ah, yeah, you get the choice, don't you, between two or something.
Yeah, but you can
So,
only do it if you got all your security and stuff set.
yeah, that's the thing. You need to have an authenticator app on your phone and all this sort of stuff. It's a bit of I say it's a bit of a weird one. I get it. It's a stronghold of stronghold of security. It's all about account security and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that first 10k starter cash is definitely helpful. You can buy yourself an iron plate body, an iron armor set, or scimitar, and then go ahead and go and kill the cows or whatever. There is another one actually. That I'm thinking of, and it's like buying stuff. So obviously, I've done loads of videos on my YouTube channel talking about buying stuff from the GE and selling it in the shop. Now, the issue you've got on a brand new account is trade restrictions, and you haven't got the cash stack. But if you go down to the Draenor, and there's that bloke Diago, whatever his name is, Django,
Yep.
in the market, and you can buy the teleport cards, and I think they sell for quite a bit.
Yeah, you can buy 100 every day.
It's something like that, yeah. Hopefully I can edit out the sound of me clicking. The daily buy limit of 100 teleport cards from Django's shop has been removed. There you go, they removed it this year.
Oh dear.
So, and the price didn't go up, which is surprising. So you can buy them for 150 each, and then they sell for 183 on the GE. So it's not huge profit. It's 30 GP profit.
But that close to a bank.
Yeah, it's and are they? I can't remember if they're stackable or not. I'll be honest, I cannot remember.
No, I don't think they are.
I've never bought them, so I wouldn't know.
Because you buy them and you stick them in that book.
Yeah, I say I've never bought them. I bought one the other day just to get me from Draenor from when I did my end to the free to play to Bond latest video, just to get me up to, because it's actually the Champions Guild, done it. So
Yeah.
I couldn't be asked walking all that way to Varrock to go to GE to then do the opening. Hello, I'm the Gangly Goat. Blah 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 for the next video. And because I haven't trained my magic up, I've got no teleports. So yeah, right, okay. So I mean, obviously, finding items and buying items is massive. You can make loads of money that way. To name a few, which items can you think of? Like, let's say buying from a shop and then selling on the GE. What items can you think of?
I don't. Probably armor plate bodies. They used to be good money at one stage.
Yeah, I think now you're at the point you're better off selling. Actually, I think it depends on the plate body, doesn't it? Actually.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look. So Horvick's armor shop in Varrock, right? So you can buy a bronze chain body for 36 and sell it for 111 on the GE. Bronze plate body for 96, sell it for 103 in the GE. But then as soon as you go to iron and above, you don't make any money. Black plate body you do. No, I'm looking at the wrong column. Twat. Bronze plate body you buy. No, actually, yeah, no, you're all gonna lose money on every single one of them.
Okay, forget that idea. That used to be good money at one
Yeah,
stage.
you used to be able to. Now, if you find a world where you've got an Iron Man who has made a load of stuff and selling it to the shops, then you can make money that way. But yeah, it's the other way around now. So like, in one of my videos, I was buying myth plate bodies for 2.7k and selling them to the plate body shop for about 3.1, and then the same as the steel plate bodies, they were about 800 GP, selling for about 1.2. So that's now the opposite way around. I mean, you've got you can buy something from the crafting shop. Is it threads? I think you can buy threads from the crafting shop, and I think they're profitable if you sell them on the GE. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, I think they're like 5 GP each at the shop. I think.
Yeah, Dominic's Crafting Store. Right, so you can buy a ring mold for 5 GP and sell it for 80 GP on GE. Necklace mold's the same, 5 and sell it for 149. A needle you can buy for 1 GP and sell for 100. Threads you can buy for 1 GP, sell for 6. So pretty much going to the crafting shop, you can buy pretty much anything and sell it for a profit, actually. The best one, which unfortunately is members, is bracelet mold. You buy them for 5 and sell them for 4, 6, 7. So that's really fucking good. And then you've got the one I'm thinking, the two shops I'm thinking of is you've got the fishing shop in Port Sarim, buying feather packs and bait packs. And then you've got the jugs from Matey Boy in Draenor. You buy the jug packs and then sell them. I know they're pretty good. You make about 300k an hour doing them. And the jugs have got such a cheap price. You don't need a massive outlay. So if you're, let's say you went and spent an hour doing beer glasses or an hour doing cows, and you made yourself 50k or something, you could go ahead and buy a buttload of jug packs and then turn that into like 150k.
Nice.
Right, as items, I don't want to talk too much about items because I think items are heavily covered by a lot of people, especially me on YouTube. I haven't mentioned it. I don't think I've ever mentioned it in this video yet, but Gangly Gut Games on YouTube, all your money making needs, head on over there. Might as well do a shameless self plug while I'm here. Right, next, low level skilling. So steering clear of combat, I mentioned bars earlier, so making bronze bars, and then iron bars using a ring of forgings, profitable. Can you think of any other low-level skills where you can make some decent, or not even decent money, just some money?
Wood cut, wood cutting could be quite an elusive one. Burn your logs and pick up the ashes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth more than the logs that you're burning.
Yeah, it is. It's weird because if you look at the price of logs, so like the normal tree logs, they sell for 73 GP each. And then when you go to something like willow logs, I think they're like
9 each.
20, they're at 29 GP now.
Oh wow, they were at 9 at one stage.
And then you've got what, oak logs, I think they're like 40, 50, yeah, 54 GP for oak logs. So just cutting normal, obviously the issue with cutting normal trees is such a low XP rate. So once you get
Yeah,
to a higher level, you are, if you're doing it to, if you're trying to level the account up, then it's not fantastic. But even cutting oak logs for 54 GP or willows for 30 GP, I mean, it's not massive money, but it's still better than a kick in the teeth if you don't go ahead and burn them. But you mentioned burning them, and now the RuneScape wiki page is down. Fantastic. I thank you for that, because I can't find the price of ashes. Yes, I can. Ashes are 59 GP, so yeah, if you're cutting willows, you're going to burn them and get the ashes, and they'll be worth a little bit more. So you're nearly double, actually just over double. So, and what ashes used for, I can't remember.
potion.
Ah,
I think it's members
yes.
though. Serum, something I think it's called.
Ah, okay. So what does it say here? Serum 207, temporary cure to afflicted villages of Morton. Okay, and then unfinished potion. Yeah, so it's made by using ashes on a boil of water if they've reached a certain point in shades of Morton. Taramin could be added to it to make Serum 207, granting 50 herb lore XP. Oh, okay, so in the free-to-play world, there's not much use for them.
Yeah, I think that's why everyone just leaves them.
Yeah, yeah, because you see loads of people in GE obviously doing the straight line log run.
Yeah.
Right,
No, no, no. They have got a use in free to play.
what are they doing free-to-play?
It's a quest item for the Prince Ali rescue. You need to make a paste to make his change of skin.
Ah, of course you do. Yes. Yeah, it's been so long since I've done that quest.
Members. Yeah, free to play.
Nice. So
Oh my god.
they do have a use.
Oh mate, you hover over the member and non-member button, and it shows you how much of the map is red when you're not member. Oh my god.
Uh, What's that
You
on
just
the world map?
Yeah, if you go on the wiki page,
Yeah,
then you scroll down to what it like on the ashes. It tells you what ingredients they are.
yeah.
If you hover over the grey star which says next to paste, it's a,
Okay, yeah.
look, look at
Oh my god, that's crazy.
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's crazy to think how big. I mean, I remember when it was. Oh Christ! I remember when we didn't have any of that Kingdom of Great Karen. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that wasn't there. Isle of Souls, that weren't there. I'm pretty sure Tiran Wan and Prif wasn't there. Um,
Yeah, I'm sure we're all when there were no GE.
yeah, Fossil Island. That's all. Obviously, I say new. It's not, but Christ, it's crazy to think how much it has grown. Actually, I mean, those places may have been there. To be fair, but I don't remember them. I don't remember Isle of Souls. I don't remember Kingdom of Great Karen and Kebis Lowlands and all that sort of stuff on the left. Lunar Isle. Pretty sure Lunar Isles came out with the Lunar Diplomacy quest and everything. Pretty sure that
Yeah,
weren't there until that point.
it just shows you how much it grows, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Right, next stat, really, their next skill. I mean, you've got crafting is a very popular one. Again, I don't want to talk too much about crafting, but pretty much from every level you can make money crafting, especially jewelry. From about level 5 making gold rings, you can make money. I don't know. I don't know if you make money making gloves and stuff like that, but people don't tend to buy leather gloves all that much. Whereas gold rings are sold quite often. So look, gold rings, how much they are. So starting at level 5, a gold ring is 148 GP. You make it for 94, so you make 54 GP. Not massive, but again, at such a low level, you can't really complain, can you? And then obviously, if listeners out there, if you've watched my videos, you'll know that instead of selling to the G, you try to go down Grum's Gold Exchange and sell it for a little bit more if you've got a bit of spare time in your hand, ideally. Because Grum will buy them for 245, so that's significantly more. That's another 100 GP profit, really. So that's like 150 GP profit just for a gold ring, then.
Yeah.
But anything, pretty much any jewelry. Sapphire rings are massive, because obviously what I'm doing now in Members World, enchanting them to rings of recoil. Emerald ring, what does emerald ring do when you're enchanting it? I can't remember now.
Is it Ring of Dueling?
Yes, it is, yeah. And then you've got diamond rings, which are ring of life.
Yes.
Ruby rings are not massively. I mean, the ruby ring itself isn't massively profitable in comparison to the others. I think like Sapphire's like 120 GP profit, whereas ruby rings are only 80.
Yeah.
And a lot less of them are sold. Only 40k ruby rings are sold a day, whereas I look up sapphire ring, 390k of them are sold per day. It's because I think people use more ring of recoils than they do ring of fortune, which makes sense. So yeah, crafting you can make money easy. What else? I'm trying to think.
Oh, woodcutting you can make money, fishing you can make money, crafting.
Is there any free to play stat? I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, actually, realistically, on any of them you can make money, but it's all about the point that you are in your account, isn't it? If you've, like I was saying before, if you've got 60 woodcutting, you're not going to be cutting normal logs. You're going to be trying to go for something with slightly higher XP rates. Smithing, you can make money, but you only really make money if let's say you're buying yours, you only really make money when you're making bars. The rest of the time, you don't make that much money. It's like looking at a mithril plate body, for example, costs 5 mithril bars, which is 3.4k, and then a mithril plate body is only worth 2.7. So you actually end up losing, and that's the issue you get to once you've broken that sort of early game, and you are now going into mid game. If you're trying to make money as a mid game free to play, you're sacrificing your XP rates, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's all about, maybe spending a bit of time doing a bit of money making, or spending a bit of time getting decent stats, or do you then just go, screw it, I'm going to go straight into members and then start making money with members? Because there is a hell of a lot more ways to make money. What does the old school RuneScape wiki say? Money makers. Let's have a little look. Let's rate them. What have we got? We are looking for free to play. So their top one is high alkin profitable free to play items.
Yeah.
So for example, they reckon you could do 1,200 high alks in an hour and make 616k profit an hour, which somebody in free to play is an awful lot of money. But the input on it is 21.2 mil. If you've got 21.2 mil, the chances are you're not going to. I mean, the issue you've got is buy limits when it comes to high alkin. Now, there is a world or a group chat bloody clan chat, friend chat, whatever it's called, where you can join and people are selling like thousands of an item. So, somebody's made 10,000 grade D high bodies, and instead of selling them to the GE, they sell them to you for for a decent price, so you can make more money from it.
Oh, what was one that I used to join? Was it World 308 Anvil or something? I think it was called.
Yeah, something like that makes about sense. I
And
think something I
it's just
heard.
basically just like a smithing and crafting and clan that just sell everything.
Yeah. So I mean, if you've got if you've got the money to put in, high alchemy is definitely really good. But 55 magic is, obviously is fairly obtainable actually. To be fair, I was about to say is the issue, but actually 55 magic's really easy to get to. To be fair,
Yeah.
next one down they've got is smithing rune items. Now, under skills, it's saying 99 smithing. So this isn't early game. This is end game stuff. But that's making rune two-handers, rune plate legs, and rune plate skirts. So smithing does eventually become profitable making items, but
Yeah.
you got to get to a high level. Profit rate assumes 900 items made per hour. Your actual profit may be higher or lower depending on speed. Runite bars can be smithed at 99 smithing into rune two-handers, rune plate legs, and rune plates. So per each one of them, you make about 560 GP profit.
Yeah.
So, but again, to do 900, you need 3 bars per item. So that's 2.7k runite bars, which is 33.6 mil. So once again, you're looking into, have you got 33.6 mil? I think you're better off as a free to play. If you're going to be making stuff, you want to locate the ingredients yourself, or you want to mine the ores yourself, or whatever it is that you're doing,
Yeah.
you want to be doing them yourself. Let's go down this list. Let's try and get away from these high level stuff. Let's see what there is. Right, I'll tell you what, let's go down to the bottom and have a look what the worst ones are. Cooking raw anchovies, you can make 20k an hour. 20 plus cooking recommended, but you only need 1. And I'll see if
Chickens?
yeah, killing chickens, 24k an hour. Gold ore. Now, gold ore used to be such a good money maker. With gold ore being, how much is it now? 220 GP, and
Oh,
gold bars being
like 90 odd.
90 odd. It's a bit of a rubbish one. Realistically, if you're selling the ores, yeah, you're gonna make half decent money because it's 200 GP profit per one. I don't know how many you'd mine in an hour, to be honest. I've never really tried it. I sort of always skipped gold ore.
Yeah, that it depends on your mining level and what pick you're using and
Yeah. So you're probably looking at somewhere between 50 to 100k an hour tops. I can't imagine you'd mine more than 500 gold ores in an hour.
you might get less than that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking less. I'm thinking more like probably about 300 at tops. So you'll have been looking at about 60k, 70k, something like that.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I say, you need 40 mining for that, so it's not massively high recommendations. Oh, stealing bananas. So stealing Wyden's bananas from the shop in Portsarim. Make about 35k an hour doing that, apparently. Don't think I've ever done that one. Tell you what I found was a really rubbish one that used to be really good, and I think we mentioned it before, we've spoken about it before, was lobsters, catching lobsters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good money, but obviously free to play is just the running about.
It is. It's the running about, and now with the fact that the price of lobsters has gone down from what it used to be. What a royal lobster now is 165 GP. Back in the day when I was doing it in 2007, you were selling them for like 500, 600 GP each, or whatever it was.
Yeah,
It's
minimum 500 each.
now it's 165, and yeah, you're probably making about I don't know, anywhere between 80 and 120k an hour probably. Probably getting around about 700 an hour once you're at a decent level, once you're sort of like 65 or above.
Yeah.
At level 40, you're probably getting 150 an hour. And then you've got the running in you, like you say, so you got to get the ship back to Portsarim, stick it in the deposit box, then go back out there. And not bad if you're AFK in just to get your fishing level up, like I was. I was getting my fishing level up on this account so that I could go to Members World, and I want to fish sharks eventually, or karambwans or rays or something like that instead.
Yeah.
Because that's when it obviously becomes a lot better. Right, what else have we got? What else? Buying kebabs in Alcarid. I don't think I've ever done that. And you can make 55k an hour doing that.
Yeah, but you got to skip for all the dialogue though.
Yeah. That's annoying. Go to the building just north of Alcarid Bank where Karim is located. Click on Karim, press spacebar, press 2, press spacebar. Repeat steps 1 to 4 until you have filled your inventory with kebabs. After filling your inventory, run to the nearby bank and deposit all your kebabs. Done efficiently, each round trip will take roughly 1 minute 24 seconds. So they're saying roughly you can get 1,100 kebabs in an hour if you're really quick and efficient at it, which is 56k. Let's go into the hundreds. That's not the early hundreds. So today, at the moment, tanning cowhide is 100k profit an hour.
There's your new money maker.
One I used to do a lot was wine of Zamarok. So I always used to do wines of Zamarok, but they changed the way that it works. If I remember right, they made some updates to the actual the spawn and the way that your magic level goes down.
Yeah, it goes down every telegraph cast.
Yeah. So as it says here, there are 2 that respawn every 30 seconds in the temple. On the first floor, telekinetic grab will cause the monks to attack you and will drain your stats. The second one is Amarok spawn is accessed by climbing up the ladder, which requires 500 total level and wearing a set of Amarok robes. You will not be attacked here and the stats will not be drained. So upstairs it doesn't get drained, but downstairs it does. It never used to. They added that in at some point, I think, because wine and Zamaroks, they are so much money. I mean, wine and Zamarok itself is 1.2k. But at one point, they were around about the 3k mark.
There's another item as well. Half jug of wine. I don't know how you get them.
Half full wine jug was obtained after completing a midsummer ritual during midsummer events. Drinking a half full wine jug will restore 7 hit points. A regular jug of wine can't be drunk to make a half full, nor can 2 half full be decanted to make a full jug. During the summer of 2013, it was dropped in a random location and when picked up would spawn in another place. So that was an event thing. You can't actually get them now. People are still, you can still buy and sell them, but you can't actually get them. Yeah, they're 14k.
I had a K of them at one stage.
Talking about buying, I suppose really you've got item flipping, haven't you? Now I'm terrible at item flipping. I've tried it, and I cannot do it for love nor money. I don't know what's going to be sold and what's going to be not going to be sold and stuff like that. I always tend to lose money, which is a bit crap.
Me too. In the same boat as you. Thinking, oh, this one will be good. Nope.
Yeah, I look at stuff. Obviously you need the foresight. You need to know. I think what you need to do is you need to be massively up to date on all the updates before they come out. So, like for example, Tunes of a Massacre, you needed to know what the raid entailed, how to access the raid. So the quest to enter it was, I cannot remember what it's called. Beneath Cursed Sands. That was it.
Yeah.
So beneath Cursed Sands, what you then would have to have a look at is there any item requirements for that? So like coal, iron bar, tinderbox, spade, and obviously food and stuff. So looking at that, then you probably find that something like coal went up in price when it was released because obviously more people are needing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't have that foresight. I really don't have that foresight. There's websites, GE Tracker. I'm pretty sure they give help on that sort of stuff.
Well, the one item I have actually made money on buying it then selling it was snakegrass, where I think one of the developers at Jagex must have typed the value of it. Instead of
Yeah.
it being 333, it was actually 33 GP each.
Okay.
I bought 10k of it. Within 2 hours, it had gone back up to 330 GP, so I'd have sold a lot.
Nice. That's definitely good. I did do Myth Plate Body G's for a while. I used to buy them. I think I watched somebody on YouTube do it, and they were buying them on the GE for like 2.5k. So you just put in an order of 30 of them for 2.5k each, and then just leave it in there for a couple of days, and then eventually you'll buy like 20 of them. So that's like a long-term thing. Feathers is also what I used to do. I used to put in an order of like 100k feathers for 2 GP each, and then sell them for 3 GP. So you're not making masses of money, but you know 100k of them, you're still making 100k for nothing. It's investing your money. It's like putting it into an investment bond or whatever in real life. While it's sitting there doing nothing in your bank, you might as well try and make a little bit of money out of it if you can.
Might as well. The only thing is, when you're low level, obviously you've just done the tutorial island. The main thing is to try and obviously earn money. That's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, it is. That is something which I think drives some people away from the game, like newer ones, because you are kind of a little bit stuck, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but obviously when we started, there was no. I wouldn't say not like a tutorial island. Obviously, you do the beginning bit, but
Yeah,
then literally it says, "Do you want to go to the Lumberies?" And you go, "Yes." It just goes, "There you go. You're on your own."
yeah. And there weren't many websites out there going, you can make money this way, you can make money that way. You kind of had to figure it out on your own. I mean, I remember figuring it out by mining rune essence. So my mate told me about the quest where you could mine rune essence to make runes, because we used to go. I remember going up to the Weldy Bank to go and get all the cheap runes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he told me about rune essence, and then there was a bloke in a bank in Varrock North East Bank, and he used to buy rune essence for like 100 GP each, and now it's what, 5 GP each or something ridiculously low. 13, there we go. So it used to be 100 GP each, so you used to mine a K of them, make 100k, and that's how I bought my first rune halberd. I remember when they came out.
Hmm.
That was crazy. That was. Now we need to wrap this up. To be fair, we've been actually chatting for quite a while. Before we go, what advice would you give to somebody who is starting a game and they're struggling to get the motivation to keep going because they are struggling for money and they just don't know what to do?
Determination, determination, determination.
Sounds like
That's
a new TV show.
it's all up. I don't know. It's like well, I'd call myself a veteran player, but it's all about just having the mindset. Think like, oh, you don't have to come on for hours at a time. You just hop on for half an hour, do a bit, leave it for the rest of the day. Come back tomorrow, do another half an hour. But you just got to keep. The more you leave it, the more you got to do. You just got to keep chipping away.
Yeah, I think that's definitely good advice. I'd say don't be afraid to ask for help is one big thing. Now, I know a lot of people get stick in the GE begging. Just don't beg, but just, people will see that you're a low level and just sort of, asking for help. Or hang on, my name's Gangly Goat on RuneScape or Mr. Goat F2P. Message me by all means. If you need advice or whatever, I'm sure Tbaginsnper will help you as well.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
if
Always there to help.
it is a very daunting experience, and as T said, determination is a big thing. You got to make sure that you just chip away at it. Don't give up. And yes, money is important, but it's also not the be all or end all. You don't need to have money to have fun. You can literally just go ahead and go and get an iron scimitar and go and kill cows or whatever, and level up that way and do things.
Everyone just do you. It's like you just do your own thing. Most people are like mining, wood cutting, fishing, doing all that. Someone might think, "Oh, I will go kill cows for half an hour, or I will go fishing for an hour." Everyone's got their own preferences.
Yeah. I mean, I have those days where I'm like, yeah, I want to do combat, and then I have days where I'm like, actually, I just want to do a bit of AFK skilling.
You'd literally just got to stick at it.
Yeah, that's it. Don't give up. Don't feel pressured into making, you don't have to go ahead and make a green cash stack in the first 2 weeks. You can literally just play the game and have fun without having to worry about all that stuff. Yeah, money is a massive advantage, but it isn't the be all or end all when you are a sort of a lower account. Once you're getting into the members worlds and you're looking at trying to get 99s and stuff, then it becomes important because you need to buy however many jugs and grapes to make jugs of wine to get 99 cooking or whatever it is you're planning to do.
Yep.
But at that point, when you're in the members world, you'll find money is a lot easier to come by. There's a lot more ways you can make money in it. Even combat wise, yeah, you can make a little bit of cash from free to play. If you do hill giants and stuff, you can make a little bit of cash on the big bones and the limpworts and stuff that they drop. But when you go to members, you go to moss giants and they drop like snapdragon seeds and stuff like that.
Rana seeds. Yeah, baby.
You go to Vorkath when you're sort of end game and you're killing Vorkath and you're getting like 700k or a mil an hour or whatever it is. So as a free to play, don't worry too much if you haven't got a massive cash stack. Ask people advice on what to do. You will get the odd person that is snidey and belittles you or moans, says that you're begging. Just ignore them and just enjoy and have fun. Any last words?
Famous last words. Catch you in there. See you on the other side.
Absolutely. Right. So thank you for listening. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2. Like I say, episode 3 will be probably in the next 2 weeks when I have finished or when we're on the last day. I think what we'll do is we'll record on my last day of membership on this free to play to bond account. So we can maybe have a little bit of an update on how my members' journey has gone. So that'll be in around about 2 weeks' time. So enjoy the podcast. Make sure you follow if you can follow. I don't really know how it works. And don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, Games, for if you do want a bit of help and advice on any money making stuff like that. Get in contact with either myself or Tbaginsnper. We'll see you in game.
Catch you in the next one.